2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
These 2 teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And some room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailing?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can move to get the ball, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to try that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again with Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's got the first down and more. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They fought off the gain of 4, only getting 1 there on second down. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
He's got to be careful if he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safe.
There he goes, right side. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this pass broken up. Contact way of time there. And now fourth down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 129 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Hurts. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it with their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Catch is made by Harry.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 142 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 39 yards there. A big one.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Sanders again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas got his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after to the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needed 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Tua.
Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tua now on 1st down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Today, partner, because they put turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Tua. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Flush to his right. Well, Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Do not kick it to 22. Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Flushed out right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. His legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Washington, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until Week 11.